Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thanks for joining me here again on Riverbend on my dairy farm, and I have some things I'm going to be working on this episode. One quick update, and I just wanted to show you. You can see I got rid of all of those weeds that were in this pasture. So if you are playing on this map, it was just one of the things that were kind of like, you know, every time I go by it, now I see some weeds over here still. But what I ended up doing in the painting, I put down grass, and then after that, I put down just like the meadow grass to plant over it, and it looks much better. And I don't know why it had all those weeds, and it could have been that it was a sunflower field, and so something was up with it. I don't know. I mean, that's a new one for me, but I just want to give you a quick update there on that, and what I did to kind of fix and remedy that situation. So it looks much better. It kind of matches the opposite side of the road now, so I like that look. Hopefully I'm all set and I don't have to repeat that again, but you never know. Alright, so I'm over here. You can see I'm in October now, and the reason I have my mixing wagon ready is I'm actually going to feed this group of cattle here. So if I go into my menu, and it's this one here, so you can see these are not mature cattle yet, but this is the one where I just was going to leave them on the meadow grass. And now that I'm kind of going into winter, you can see the health is at 0. And I really don't like that, so I kind of feel bad, even though they're, you know, virtual animals. I'm going to give them some TMR. So the other ones are calves. Look at health is at 100. And I just gave them some TMR, and they're on the meadow grass. So give it a little bit now that they're on their TMR. But I thought I would try it and see what happens, honestly. The other ones, health is all at 100. And that is also just by using the mixing wagon, and I used just silage and hay in there. That was it. Sorry. Yeah, silage and hay. Yes. I had to think about that for a sec. So nothing fancy. I didn't use any of the mineral feed. I didn't use any of the straw for filler either. So that's kind of where I'm going for this playthrough and this route. So seems to be working just fine. So yeah, let me know if you're kind of on the same thing or you're doing something else with your feed for them. But I went through the month and I was like, oh, it's October, and I really feel bad that I have them at 0%. So I didn't really like that. But I also wanted to show you that meadow over there. Alright, so my next thing, before I go into November, let me just run over here. So our hay fields are coming in quite nicely, but I also added over here some little decorations. So in our backyard, we have a pool now, added a little clothesline, jump into the build menu here. So I have just a little bit of extra decoration behind the house. I think that looks good. And I had to put the pool in once I saw Simulation Station's build here that he did on this side of the map, which is really cool. I like how he put the house over here where my dairy barn is, and then he still has his main set up here across the road. But I like that so much. And I was like, oh, I want to add a pool and copy him, and then add some clothes, just some little trails here as well. And then way over here, you can see our hay fields are coming in quite nicely. So I'm really happy with all that. I'm actually excited to kind of get that going. But let's kind of skip ahead. I'm all set with this month. And I'm not gonna expand our farm yet. So let's hop in to November here. Alright, so it is November here on the map. And let's jump over, I think, and we'll see if I'm wrong or not. But I think we have a field that is ready for harvesting. So let me just go over here. It's close enough just to drive down the road. But it's kind of cool here. We're into fall on our playthrough series. And there's our hay fields already. Hay slash, I always call them hay fields, even though I'm going to use them for silage as well. Yeah, we have soybeans ready. Okay. So let's get that set up. Let's get the combine out. And let's do that. So I don't know if I'll need a trailer. I have an auger wagon. Wonder if that'll be enough. I guess I'll kind of find out here. But yeah, the scenery is looking awesome. And look at the leaf textures there on the road. That's really cool. I love the detail that we're starting to get here on the new maps. All right, we'll just park there. And I'm gonna have to get out our header, but let's get in here first. Let's just move this over a little bit. Now you can get the combine out. So I have a lot parked in here, but I do kind of like that. I'm actually using the barns and not just, you know, putting everything outside, which is, no offense, I go, that's like part of, oh my, I'm sorry. I feel like that's part of my, my MO on my playthroughs. Sometimes I just start, oops, I don't know what I am doing. Oh, wow. Let them go. Oh, they could go. I feel like that's on my playthroughs as I just start to leave everything outside. Alright. My apologies, man. I am all over the road here. Alright, let's just back up to our header here. It's already on the trailer. There we go. Now most of this should be able to fit. I guess we'll find out. But I really still kind of like this combine a lot. Let's unfold it here as we're driving up to it. And I don't know if I need a trailer. I do have a semi that if you've watched some of my episodes, I haven't used it yet, but it's still sitting on the farm. Well, actually, I take that back. I should show you where my semi is now. I don't know if any of you have caught where it's at as I've kind of darted around the map sometimes. Alright, let's turn on harvester. Alright, steering assist. And we're off. Cool. Let's see if I can get that turn there. Yeah, this is not a big field, so I should be able to get most of it just right in the combine. I don't think I need to even switch it out. However, I would like some gravity wagons. That's what I would like to kind of get to. But as of right now, for the mod hub, as of making this video, there are no gravity wagons set up. I know probably third party already, but I kind of tend to stay away from those, as one time when I was setting up my new setup going from console into PC, I went for some third party and I don't know, I got some bugs or something and it was not good, and then I spent I don't know how long trying to figure out what was wrong. So I just have a hesitancy, which I'm sure you can understand about that. Not that you can't get those kind of mods, but I just a little more hesitant these days about doing those. Yeah, this is great scenery. Look at all the trees changing. Now, one thing you can see is like the hay fields are green. And I don't know, it's probably because I just planted them, but they shouldn't be that green. But it looks cool. I liked working on that, and I'm excited to actually get back to those fields in the spring here once winter is done. And I am planning on playing through winter on this map. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I tried winter on my other series and wasn't as successful with that. It was only because December did not give me any snow, and then it was just unusual that January I had no snow, and then I think it was by the time April came, I finally had a little bit of snow on the ground, and then by that time I was like, I'm gonna go into spring anyway, so kind of interesting, and maybe that's gonna happen on this, I don't know, but that would be cool if it kind of would fluctuate in my opinion, you know, based on your other weather patterns, and maybe this playthrough would give me snow in December. I hope that's the case, because I'm looking forward to kind of trying that a little bit. Alright, we'll just freehand this. Alright, that tree's in the way. Okay. So let me show you where my semi is. Oops. Let's go to worker and just start with the up and downs. Alright, they should be all set. Alright, what do we need? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'll get this out. So just to show you where I'm at, and I was parking my semi over here, kind of off the side, and then I was trying to find a spot over here. I didn't really like anything, and then I decided, hey, let's just go over here. And I think this is, yes, the canning factory. So I'm over here by the farmer's market / maze, and I've been parking my trailer over here. Now, do I need to? No, but it's this big open lot, and it has a turnaround, so I thought, this is pretty cool. Why not just park it up here? And that's where I have been parking it. So I kind of liked that. Kind of gets me out of my little, you know, corner of the map here. Gets me to drive somewhere else. Alright, sharp turn here. Now, do I need this? Probably not. This is probably overkill for sure. Taking this out. but I just kind of wanted to show you where it was at. Oh my. Did you see that? That car drove right almost under the middle part there of the semi. That was crazy. Alright, another wide turn. Am I gonna make it? I'm stuck. Of course. There. Try again. There we go. I made it. Yeah, some tight corners there, but that was from me, honestly, from making the build that way. So it happens. So I have that, you can see back there. I have that auger wagon back there. But obviously this is probably overkill. I would like my setup, I would actually like to use the auger wagon and then put it into some gravity trailers. But this'll do fine. This is way more than I need. But the reason why I got the semi still and put it on the build was my intention was to go further out in the map, honestly. And as I start to go further out, it's kind of easier and takes less trips by just, you know, putting it into the semi-trailer and going from there. So that was my thoughts and my plan with it. So I don't know if I need one. I mean, I wish it was something a little smaller. I mean, I know these Farm Tech ones, but nothing. And I have these Lizard mod trailers, but nothing that I'm ecstatic about, I guess. You know, maybe one of these I would be interested in. And if it's stuff right by the farm, then maybe I use one of those, but otherwise, I don't know. I'm okay with using that semi-trailer for now. And like I said, my fields that are right by the house, they're not that big. I mean, I've been playing this in real time with you, and look at, I only got one more pass, and we're all set with the field here. Alright, let's dismiss that worker. And let's get the steering assist on. Should be able to get this with one more pass, and then we're all set. So this, I'm honestly, I mean, I'm in November here. I'm probably just going to keep it for now, put it in the silo back at the farm, and then probably just deal with it later, and probably just sell it off. But, you know, probably get some more in the silo before I go sell it. Kind of make my trips worthwhile, so to speak, not, you know, one little trip for a little thing there. Alright, there we go, all set. So 62%, yeah, this combine's pretty slick, holds quite a bit compared to others that I've used where it's you know, maybe gonna get this small field in it, but chances are no. Alright, I want to load it in the front bin. So this trailer's got 3. Should go... There it is. Alright. So that's about it for this episode. Thanks for kind of tuning in here, checking out some of my updates. Hopefully that field where the cattle are for the milking one kind of stays, and I don't have the weed issue anymore with all those in there. I wasn't a fan of looking at that every time, So like I said, if you're playing on this map, I did the painting tool on there, and then I just planted grass. That was what I did. Alright, let's see. I want to lift. There we go. Sometimes I just forget the controls. I'm human. Alright. And fold the harvester. So we're all set with this bean field. Now, I'm probably going to leave it for now. I'm undecided. I mean, I bought it because the proximity with the farm is like, you know, a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I purchase that field? But I'm kind of undecided if I should keep that as a field I rotate. So maybe put some corn or oats there next. Or do I plant grass there? So, and I know these fields that I'm driving past right now and that are behind me, I know those fields, like for sure, are probably not going to be enough in terms of silage and in terms of grass that hay that I would need to make it through. That is just my prediction, that it's not going to be enough. So that small field probably could transform into something else, but for now I'll leave it and I'll kind of go forward with the series. But you never know. I don't want to put a whole like pin in it and say I'm never going to come back to it. Alright. There's that sign. There it goes. There we go. That's probably good. And teleport over to the semi. And like I said, for this, I'm just going to keep it. I mean, that's really not a lot, just in the front bin too. So I might as well keep it, build it up, and then, you know, make one trip and sell some soybeans. So thanks again for joining me here on channel Farm with Nick and on my dairy farm. If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you kind of tag along and join the community and see kind of what I'm up to on this dairy farm series, which I'm honestly having a lot of fun playing through, and it's been a cool series so far to interact with everybody and get to know what your thoughts and likes are. So thanks again for watching, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care.